Olá, já aqui estamos novamente para mais um vídeo. Que engraçado. Hoje vou-vos trazer Not for Broadcast, que é um jogo em que nós vamos assumir o controle de um canal de notícias. Vai ser muito fixe, né? Este foi um jogo desenvolvido pela Not Games, que é um estúdio britânico fundado em 2003, e a editora é nada mais nada menos do que tinyBuild. Mas antes de irmos para lá, eu quero já dizer que o Prologue está gratuito na Steam, por isso vocês vão lá, saquem-no, joguem-no, divirtam-se. Sem mais demoras, muito bem-vindos à Pausa Indie. O jogo tem muita conversa, por isso eu vou falar pouco. Vamos prestar atenção nas cenas. Isto está legendado em português, do Brasil. Por isso, bora. Novo jogo, o Quilos. Sei lá, uma coisa qualquer que eu para aqui inventei. Jeremy Donaldson é a âncora de notícias mais famoso e confiável do país, no momento. Nós estamos a ser manipulados. Dia 1, a eleição. WST, vira à direita.
Hi David, I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through. Alright mate, Dave here. Listen, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're gonna have to run the news tonight. Now don't worry, it's not hard and I'm gonna stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm gonna give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens.
Ok. Tudo para correr bem, nós é que vamos ficar a tomar conta disto.
Right, look up at the top. That coloured bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up and not down. Underneath that, you've got the screens. The one on the right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now the four small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left. Don't worry, I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time.
Pois,
now,
isto é
have a
muita
look
coisa.
to your left.
Esquerda.
These plugs control everything in the studio.
que é
I've
isto?
left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again.
Ok.
You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain. Oh, right, okay, they're over, so we haven't got long now till the broadcast. Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk. You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any three and load them into the machines on the right. When you've done that, look up to the front again.
Vamos pôr o nail maluco. Vamos pôr o exercício, minha salada semanal. E Alan James, venha para Bumbley. Já está.
You should be getting a signal from the studio soon. When you get the signal, select screen 1 with the vision mixer and we're ready to go.
Prawn and mayonnaise?
You know seafood makes me go out in pustules.
Yeah, thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. That's how I show love.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you persist. Going in 5, 4.
Isto é basicamente.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Isto é muito fixe.
All good. Next is going to be the throw to the news titles on screen 2. There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you
Isto
in
é
as
o
well.
que está a acontecer em tempo real.
Buys honest Andy's
Isto é a
total
transmissão.
independence and corners the flowered market. Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins Sports Personality of the Year.
Aqui
And
mudamos
a
as
spoonful
câmaras.
of sugar. Megan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to advance headquarters
Isto é o som.
to hear what the leaders of this fledgling
Isto tem que
party
mudar.
have to say on their historic
Right, button
That's
2
what's coming up on
in
tonight.
3, 2,
National Monthly News.
1. Lovely, mate. Next thing is to throw back to Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
Da Glow. A gente ainda se está a arranjar.
5, 4,
Merda.
Early there, mate.
Foda-se. Já fiz merda.
But first, the votes are in, and it's a decisive win for Advance. The landslide.
Listen, mate, we often get a bit of interference around this time of night, so keep your eye on the machine on the bottom right. You can move that white dot up and down, avoiding the interference using the yellow knob or your scroll wheel.
Of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overwhelming mandate, but have yet to appear publicly.
Right, it's going well. All you've got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now the clock at the top is counting you down to the advert.
Mano, tu é
When it
que
reaches
isto se
zero,
despedir.
press one of the 3 play ad buttons over there at the bottom right. I normally play the first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
We'll be going live to Advance HQ to hear the co-leader's acceptance speech.
And 3, 2,
That's all coming
1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody.
Jeremy, I need you to fill after the episode.
What? Why?
Wanker Snatch is running late.
Oh,
I thought I'd ask him about the election.
personally, I wouldn't try to confuse him with any big words.
That's the same policy.
Isto é um trabalho
I
lixado.
thought that was our little secret.
Doesn't remember.
O gajo tem que estar com uma atenção
I'm
do
deeply
caraças.
uncomfortable with your burgeoning
E
friendship.
temos só a ver tipo meia dúzia de botões.
Wicked, we've made it to the first ad break. You're doing great, mate. But this is where
Já
it
fiz
starts
merda
getting a
um
bit
bocado,
trickier.
mas está-se bem.
This next sequence is what we call a multicam sequence, because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras to keep things
Oh, boy.
interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb. 1, try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking. 2, don't stay on the same shot for too long. 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3, don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules and you'll be fine. It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those.
Está-se bem. Nada. Isto é merda lixado.
Wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
We're coming back from the break. Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds, everybody.
Vou pôr qual câmara?
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later, we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first,
Get
our
ready to go to
political
Megan on
reporter,
screen
Megan
4.
Wolf is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right,
to
go
the
to Blunderclatch on screen 3 when she says his name.
by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear. I do hope you believe me when I tell you.
Não sei, acho que estou a pôr bem de depressa.
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the Rat, that's Peter Jensen, the director.
Give us a look at Megan's reaction. Lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
I've worked with him on several movies, all terribly successful. I said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. And you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge?
Isto é merda lixado.
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all.
Caramba.
A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
That is a beautiful question, Megan. And not
Isto é
easy
mesmo
to
trabalho de um gajo das câmaras, está aqui
Like
atrás.
you,
Os gajos estão nas câmaras,
I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed.
estão só a gravar. O pessoal que está cá atrás é que tem que escolher.
Back to who's talking.
Doesn't it? Bleeding. Doesn't it? Giving. Suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire. The little people. But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well. Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed. Historic is the word. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But
É difícil, por
I've
acaso.
always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, one should always strive to
Trabalho melhor que aquele gajo
not
que devia estar
fuck things up.
despedido.
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't do it again.
Sorry, I said fuck.
Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
Medicated, which opens next week.
Right, they've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
Olha,
My
aí
character,
vai.
Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look. Exciting stuff.
Certo.
Watch out for that interference, mate.
Estão a ver, mano? Tem que estar atenção em tudo, tens de ter calma contigo, né?
God, looks like Blunder clutches
Tem que estar aqui a censurar palavras, tem que estar aqui por câmaras. Tens de ter calma contigo. Está calado, mano. Tem que vias vir trabalhar, não era eu que estou aqui a fazer o teu lugar. Estás parvo. É para isto. Eu acho isto um bocado de fatela, sinceramente. Acho esta parte um bocado de fatela. Olha, já foste. Faltou-se a rir.
Dr. Hemlock.
Deixem-se estar a ver isto. Deixem-se estar aí a ver isto. Que eu trabalho, né?
Dr. Hemlock.
You told me, but I didn't listen.
Doctor,
I'm drowning, Lance, you said.
you need to see this.
No, it's all too late.
Look at this!
Isto é um trabalho bem lixado. Por amor de Deus. O gajo não dá valor às cenas, vê na televisão como aquilo já está. Esquece do pessoal que está cá atrás a fazer esta merda toda.
Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in.
Qual clock, mano? Não há nada para ver. 10 segundos. Ok. Publicidade.
Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words. As you've probably noticed, the broadcast screen here is about 2 seconds behind the master screen here. When someone says a naughty word, the bleep button lights up, like this. 2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the bleep button or the spacebar on your keyboard for as long as the swear word lasts. It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once.
Okay.
Just stay calm and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you got to do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line. Simple. Of course, if you do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear. Most people like to have the volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now.
Loosely.
As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert getting louder. Good.
And iceberg.
You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a
Acho que
pro.
tá bom assim.
Remember, button lights up, count 1,
Está-se bem, mano.
2,
Cala-te.
and hold it down.
Cala-te um bocado.
Absolutely.
Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live. That's too late. You can
Okay.
use the number buttons on your keyboard, 1 to 4.
Está-se bem.
Seriously?
We've had worse. 5, 4,
3,
3.
2.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to Advance headquarters, where the two leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
Cut to the outside broadcast.
Go
shit,
for it,
he's
Pat.
pissed. Get ready to bleed.
Well, thank you all for coming, and, well, where do I start? What a day.
They said we couldn't do it.
They certainly did.
They used every dirty, low-down, lying southern bastard trick they had against us. But you, the people,
Nice.
you saw right through their shite.
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebratory pints. Makes me coarser than a granny's fanny.
Memorably put.
Nailed it.
But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance
Except by
are
the
not
sinner.
a political party. A party's what you have when things are going well. When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a team. A team that can change things. But today is day one of a new future. A better, fairer future. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them, the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbooks.
Again, colourfully put, but not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our
Já
executive
fiz merda
powers
com
to
o
pass the
assim.
Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive list of every person in the country with wealth into the millions.
You know the sort. Probably you rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated communities.
Tomorrow, we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So, all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to hide.
Down a bit long there,
Earlier
mate.
today, we revoked your passports. You want them back? You want to leave like you threatened before the election? That's fine. But first, you're going to pay up. You're going to pay back.
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation of warring individuals into a team. To properly fund health and education. To raise the living standards of us all.
The pundits said we'd have to raise billions. But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute ferret shite. So to you posh twats.
The people who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs. The people whose children you raise.
So they've got time to get even fucking richer.
Advance have this to say to you.
It ends today.
We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been. In the hands of the people who created it.
It ends today.
Yes, it ends today. And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again. Just like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time.
Well, an interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of Advance. And our apologies for the fruity language. Hopefully we got that bleeped out for you in time. If not,
O gajo tem
someone's
que estar
going to be
bué
in trouble.
concentrado.
So, as the country braces itself for new government, that's all from us this evening at the National Nightly News. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under Advance. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
Right, looks like you've got it now.
Good job,
Thanks for all the help,
everybody.
mate. I've got to go.
Woohoo!
Harry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
Same old boring
Trabalha, meu.
politics then.
Is this some weird fever dream? Am I dying now?
Quase que a audiência toda, meu.
I'll see you
A
tomorrow
Cristina
night.
ainda me
Not
vai
going for a
contratar
drink?
No,
para
got
o
a date.
programa dela.
Lucky you. Try not to get murdered.
Pau! Ah! Que censura excelente, sem interferência, que edição fantástica! Mamae!
It's a huge day. It's not an...
Absolute bonehead. I don't care, Rob. I'm not doing it. I agreed to do one beastly interview a day. I made that completely clear when we started. Check my contract!
Hi, I'm Megan.
Oh, piss off!
You're on thin, bloody ice, Rob.
Whole wheat, man! Whole wheat!
Okay.
We're coming back from the break. Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds, everybody. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance, but first our very own culture reporter Megan Wolfe is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolfe, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare to the Shotbot films. I'm very excited to be joined today by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is among the greatest joys of my life.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Bless you.
So you've just finished filming your latest movie.
Pessoal, espero que tenham gostado. Not for Broadcast. Já sabem, vão lá a Steam, saquem o prólogo, está gratuito. E não se esqueçam de subscrever este canal, deixar o vosso like, partilhem, bora tornar isto uma grande comunidade indie. Eu sou o Mavi, te peço um grande abraço e vejo-te a seguir no meu próximo vídeo. Fica bem.